It took us 167 boxes to complete the very first Jefferson Nickels album from just coin roll hunting boxes like these. So far, we've hunted 104, and now we just need the 1950 Denver nickel to complete the second series. I'm hoping episode 121 and boxes 105 and 106 help us do just that. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to my channel. Like I said in the intro, we've got a 2-box nickel hunt today, and you guys know the mission. Find that 50D nickel before the 167th box to beat Series 1. Hopefully it's in one of these two. If we can't find the 50D, we're always on the lookout for silver nickels, buffalo nickels, proofs, varieties, you name it, and maybe even something for the side finds book, because we're still missing 5 tough date nickels in that book for the series. Either way, we've got a couple of circulated nickel boxes in front of me. I know they're circulated from the holes in the bottom. I can see older nickels. So we're going to get right to the hunt. I'm going to slide these out of the way, and we'll give you guys a look at the book at the end of the hunt. And if for some reason you want to see the books before then, you can check them out in any one of the other videos for the entire playlist. I have that playlist linked down below in the video description, as well as pinned up here for your convenience. Now, I'll be using my nickel coin hunts mat today, and hopefully it brings me some good luck. Let's see what's in the top side of this box. I didn't see anything fancy from the holes, but it's hard to see exactly what you got from little tiny holes in the bottom of the box. All right, taking a quick peek. Definitely have a circulated nickel box, and honestly, we have quite a few of the older Jefferson designs in this box, so that could be a good sign. Yeah, we got some oldies. Let me go ahead and crack open the rolls, and as you guys know, I'll bring in on every find from 1950 and earlier. I'll be back if and when I have a first find from box number 1. We're on roll number 3, and I didn't realize it was an ender, but when I cracked open the roll, I saw we had a 1951, and that's not why I bring in. I bring in because when I flipped it, it's a San Francisco minted 1951, and that's a semi-key date. So we had a semi-key date 1951S as an ender. First actual find of the box, had to bring in for it. We'll definitely take that low minted nickel and look for more. We're on roll number 9. Got our second find. First from the 40s though. 1941, Philadelphia. Roll number 12 is going to have a couple of finds. First and foremost, we have a 1947, Philadelphia. And then I can see it peeking out. We've also got a 1940, Philadelphia. And that's the oldest find of the box so far. Roll number 16, another nickel from 1941. This time, that's a 41S. Roll number 17. Now we've got a 1946 nickel, first from that year. It's got damage like the last coin. 46, Philadelphia. Roll number 19, and after a slow start, this box is starting to have a lot of finds here. This is another 1941, Philadelphia. Roll number 22, our second nickel from 1947. Also from Philadelphia. Roll number 31, another nickel from 1946. And that one's going to be a Denver this time. Roll number 32 is going to give us a tough year, 1942. There are some silver nickels in 1942 as well as regular nickel alloy struck coins, but this one doesn't have that silver nickel look. We'll take a Denver if it's not silver. And it's not silver, and it's not a Denver. It's just a 1942 Philadelphia, but first from that year, and like I said, a little bit tougher year to find. Let's get back to the hunt. Well, roll number 35 is going to give us our first silver nickel, I believe, based on the edge. That's got to be a silver nickel. Let's just confirm it really quick. And it is. San Francisco minted, 1943. We'll take it. That's a good find. 15 rolls left. We have finished that first box of nickels for this 2-box hunt, and it was definitely a pretty good box. We have 22 finds on the board, and anything north of 20, I consider a good box. And when you factor in, we got a silver nickel in the box, a tougher 42p, and a semi-key date 1951S. Definitely will take boxes like that. Now that we've done the first box, let me go ahead and slide that out of the way. move this over and do a live box opening on this one, if I can. These boxes are definitely been glued pretty heavily lately and making it tough for me to get into them. Let's see if I can pull this off on camera. There we go. All right. You know, definitely looks like another good box as far as the end coins, but no Buffalo nickels still, and it's been a little bit, and no fancy enders. All right, let's get back to the hunt. I'll bring you back in with my next find. Roll number 4 of box number 2 is going to give us a couple of finds. We have a 1941 Philly, and then I already saw it peeking out back here. We've got a 1947 nickel as well from Philadelphia. Roll 62 out of 100 will give us our first nickel from 1949. And that's going to be a 49 Philadelphia. Roll number 69. Our second nickel from 1940. Another Philadelphia minted one. We're on roll number 82. We finally have our first nickel from 1948. That's going to be a 1948 Denver. And I need to make room on the board because we just found a pretty nice 1952 San Francisco. And that has a lower mintage. And that took up that last spot. So we'll make some room. Get back to the hunt. We got 18 rolls plus this left. Still looking for a Buffalo. Still looking for that 50D. Looks like roll 89 is going to give us some more silver. At least the edge looks good to me. Let's pull it out and see if it is and what year it is. And it's definitely a silver nickel. You can tell by the big Philadelphia mint mark above the Monticello building. Probably a 43 is my guess. No. 1942 Philadelphia. First year, transition year, Silver War nickel. 1942 Philly. We'll take that. Add it to the board and get back to the hunt. Well, we're 7 rolls away from the end of this hunt, and I've been looking for a Buffalo nickel, but I have found something better. I just flattened out the roll to make room on the mat to keep searching, and take a look at what peeked out. That's going to be a Liberty or V nickel right there found in the box. Now, we don't see a mint mark below this dot, so we know it's not a San Francisco. And I do see the word cents, so we know it's not an 83, no cents. But it looks pretty good. Let's take a look at this together. Yeah, that actually has pretty good detail for being a circulated Liberty Head V nickel. Holy cow. Hopefully the front looks just as good with the dark toning as well. Wow. A second year V nickel. 1884, are you kidding me? And there is actually a little bit, not that much, just a little bit of the B and maybe the ER in Liberty on the headband. 1884, I don't remember the exact mintage, but I believe that's a better date. Let me bring it up, and I need to look at my V nickel collection because I don't know if I have an 1884. Give me 1 second. I'll be back with some mintages and some value on that. All right, I had to get out the U.S. Coins Red Book here just because I thought it was one of the tougher dates. That's 85 and 86. Look at the value in G4 condition. Of course, this book is an annual publication, so it's probably worth a little more than that. The 1884 is a slightly better date. There's a lot minted, but even in G4, it's 20 bucks in this book, and in VG, it's 30 bucks. Now, I don't know if mine's VG because you need some letters in Liberty to be VG. And I don't know if they'll call that some letters, but it's close. Either way, 1884 is a year I didn't have. I got my Liberty Head V Nickels book out, and sure enough, I am missing 84, 85, 86, and 87. The only 4 that I need. And we have found not only one in the hunt, but one I need for my collection after all these years. Unbelievable. And it's decent enough shape that it's not going to look bad in the book. Wow. Man, would have been iconic if it would have been an 85 or an 86. But I'm not mad at it. We got a better date that I didn't have. What a find. Too bad we're down to the last 7 rolls. But better late than never. 1884 V nickel in the box. Might have to get another box from that bank. Let's get back to the hunt. Well, we finished that second nickel box, and this 2-box nickel hunt was definitely a great one. Another 22 finds in box number 2 that puts 44 nickels, or at least nickel finds, on the board. Let me cover them really quickly, at least my best finds. We did find a 2018 Canadian nickel, a really nice 1964 Denver minted Jefferson nickel, not full steps though. Slightly better date 1942p, a semi-key date 51S, and then a whole bunch of better dates, 52S, 53S, two 54S's, and a 59p. We got 2 silver nickels, a 1942 Philadelphia, we'll take that one, and a 1943 San Francisco. Definitely good seeing 2 silver nickels in the hunt. The find of the 2 boxes though, and even though we don't need it for the nickel hunt and album fill series, I need it for my personal album, and that is a heck of a find. An 1884 Liberty Head V-nickel found in a box hunt. Wow. 1 year off being ridiculous, but still one I needed. Now let me compare all these finds to the books. I know we didn't find the 50D, so we still need to find that one, but maybe we have upgrades or additions for the side finds books. We'll have to see. I'll be back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on the hunt in just a second. Well, I've compared the finds to both albums. The good news is we do have upgrades. For the Series 2 book, we were able to slot that 42p silver nickel in its proper spot. Definitely an upgrade from the very slick one we had in there. So I'll take that. Unfortunately, that one's so slick, we couldn't upgrade the Series 3 side finds book because even though that one has corrosion, it has a little better detail. Still missing the 50D, 106 boxes hunted, but an upgrade's good. For the Series 3 side finds book, we didn't find any nickels to slot in, so we still need 5, but we upgraded the 41S, 51S, and 54S. The 41S is right here, little better detail. The 51S is right down here, little better detail. And the 54S is over here with a little better detail. I'll take 3 upgrades for this book, even though it definitely needs a lot more work at this point. On top of all that, we got 2 silver nickels for the silver jar. That'll make them happy, especially when it's nearing the end of the year. And I get to slot this in my personal Liberty Head nickel book here in a second. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this nickel hunt as much as I did. If you did, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. A nickel slotter from my personal collection, and silver for the jar.